everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I was making some little library pockets today out of wallpaper, and I thought, I'll turn on the camera and I'll tell you how I'm making them. So here's a couple of the little purple ones that I have done, and I put two little tags inside their pockets. And so they're all ready to go, and they can be glued in or clipped into a journal. And I've been making several colors, pink and blue and yellow and green and natural. And I thought, oh, I need purple to go with that selection. So let me kind of show you how I got this far. I just cut a piece of wallpaper 4.5 inches by 7.5 inches, and that's what's working great for this size particular pocket. But you can use cardstock, you can use double-sided cardstock, you can use anything you want. I'm just trying to kill another wallpaper sample book, and I've almost got it done. And so I've been using my wallpaper. And let's just go by the little steps. Okay, this is cut 4.5 by 7.5. And then I've got these little backer pieces that I cut 4.5 by 1 3/4. And I'm eyeballing, folding them up, and see, I'm putting that in because it's not double-sided. But if you use double-sided cardstock, you wouldn't have to worry about a little backer piece. Let's get all this out of the way, and let's go ahead and see, this just slips right in. And because I'm working with wallpaper, I prefer to use fabric tack or 3-in-1 glue. And I've been edge punching some with some edge punches. I've been putting lace on them. I've been doing all kinds of fun things. So I didn't get too close to the edges though, because it's going to ooze. And so now I just want to line up the 3 sides, and I want to push the glue to the edges. And I'm just using my bone folder. And it's going to ooze out. Try to keep it off the mat if I can. And then it has some wiggle room, so you can make sure it's lined up nice. And then I just use my 1/2-inch corner rounder and come in and round those corners. So then I have this. So let's grab a little bit, let's do a lace one. Let's grab I like this lace on here better. Get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to cut off a chunk that's going to fit. And I've been using quite a bit of the whites with this, where I usually use the tea dyed or coffee dyed. But I'm going to go ahead and use the whites to complement the wallpaper. And now I'm just going to go ahead and sew. I'm going to zigzag here, and then we'll probably come in and do another stitch also to make sure it's secure. And just cut off my extra strings. See, because it's still pretty floppy. And I am going to sew the sides down though, so let's see if I can. Yeah, maybe it'll be good if I did just one side. Okay, and then to sew that, I'm going to leave them floppy for right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and sew from this edge all the way around and then ending here. And I'm going to do that in a straight stitch. And I am going to back stitch because I don't want it to fray. And grab this. I don't want that lace to buckle up under there, so I use my little pokey tool for everything. And then just kind of turn the corners a little bit. Get my lace under there. Trim off my little threads and then flip her over and go ahead and trim off that lace flush. And then we got that one. Isn't that cute? Let's play with some others. Let's go ahead and do a punch on this one. And I've been using this Martha Stewart lacy edge punch. I don't know the official term, but it's just a little eyelet lacy. And what I do is I go in the center of it first and give it a punch. And then I'm going to match up the design here with the design here so that everything is going to be in line and I don't skip a punch. And so you want to match it all up and hold it down and punch, and then see how it turns out. Nice. Now we'll do it on this side again. Get in there to see without getting my big head in the way. And there we have it. Now we need a little backer on this. So, well, we don't want the ones that'll match, that's for sure. Let's go with this one in there. Getting towards the end of another bottle of Fabri-Tac. I sure go through this stuff. But that's okay. Use my coupon and get another one. Every time I go to Joann's or Michael's, I just automatically pick one up and use a coupon on it, because then I've always got one waiting for me. If I wait till I ran out, then I would be in the middle of the night and I wouldn't be able to craft. And that's just wrong. Okay, line it. Oh, that turned out pretty good. Don't have to wiggle it much at all. Okay, and then let's turn those corners, give them a punch. And now it's ready to stitch. Can do some more adorning, of course, but here, this one, I had this little sliver of paper here that matched, and I thought I'm going to put that up there for a border, and then put this little tiny delicate white lace on here too. So it's a fun little touch. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch that on, and I'm going to put it into zigzag again. Get it all lined up. Hopefully it's semi-straight. Not too bad. Cute little thing. So the sky's the limit. Now we got to go ahead and eyeball fold it over. Super simple pockets, super simple. And now we need a little bit of backer paper. And I don't want to use this one because that's too matchy to my border. If we use this one, we have more of a contrast. And it coordinates because the wallpaper came all in the same. There was 4 patterns of the purples to all match. So that was helpful. Makes it fun to do the pockets. So let's go ahead and glue this in. I think I still have 10 packets, collections of wallpaper samples in my Etsy shop, and they'll be there until July, and then I'm pulling them. So if you're interested in getting a pack of wallpaper, go for it. And I'm putting them on sale starting Father's Day, which is the 16th, I think. And then they'll be on sale for 2 weeks. And then after that, then I'm going to pull them. Make room for some other fun things. With these little library pockets that I'm making today, I'm doing them as a little Etsy restock also. So it's a fun little pocket. Kind of a shabby chic type of coloring. And I've never really dabbled in shabby chic journals, and so I'm an amateur here. But they've got me intrigued. Some of the creators out there are so talented and so good at the shabby chic. And I've got so much lace and so many buttons that I could do it. It's just not in my comfort zone. So I thought I would play with making pockets and go from there. I also have some fun beaded lacy trim that screams boho to me, so I have never done a boho journal before either, so that intrigues me also. I might give that a try. We'll see. Or I might just stick to my comfort zone too. That's cute. I like that. Well, let's go ahead and stitch this up and see what it looks like when it's all done. And then I'll show you how I made the little tags that I put in them. Okay. And I want to stop it again to grab that lace to get it underneath the needle. Yeah. We don't want it wrinkled. Come around to the other corner. Okay, and I've come to the end of that one, so now I'm going to go ahead and just feed in the next one into it. And just chain stitch them. Turning the corner. And there we've got 2 sewn. Oh, I think they turned out cute. So then I've got these other 2 more to make, but let me go ahead and show you I've cut a real heavy cardstock. It's extra heavy. It's 110 pound, but it's thick, and it's cut 3.5 by 4 inches to go with these little cards or pockets. And then I've just cut little tabs out of the scraps. And then I also have the extra little wallpaper. I cut it into, well, whatever the scraps that were left. These are 4.5 inches. These are 4 3/4 inches by about 2 1/4. And I've already found the center and punched the hole, but now I'm going to use my angle punch on the large angle side and just go ahead and give it a tag shape. And just punch those 2 top corners. And I'm going to just punch 2 at a time. And then I just slip a little wallpaper tag that's all ready for you to embellish right inside the pocket. So here I've got 5 of them already. No, yep, 5. Can't count. So I've just got 3 more purple ones to make. And then here's all the little ones that I made today. And what I'm going to do is list these in my Etsy in sets. I have 8 sets, and they're all going to be the same colors, but a little bit different prints. And there's going to be 6 cards, 6 pockets with each one. Let's move this out of the way a little bit. So you get a purple one, and they all have the journaling card and the wallpaper tag, and a pink one, a yellow, blue, the green, and some of them that had prints on, I glued coffee dyed paper onto the back of them so that they're all ready to be journaled on in the back. And here's a natural or a beige one. So these are like some of the pinks are, see, they're a little bit different. And the yellows, here that's another green, a blue. And this is one where I did the punching, but then I flipped it over and sewed a little border on it. So it gave it another little look. It's completely different. And it's another pretty one with lace. And here's another pink one. This one's completely different again with this brighter pink. The yellow. Pretty green. Oh, and this blue one has this pretty daisy. And a fun little tag. Oh, and this natural or beige one has this coffee dyed lace. I got my coffee dye in there. The little tag, another pink. It's pretty with that green vine. And here what I did on this green one was I used a beading eyelet, and then I cut one of the stripes of the wallpaper and I threaded it through as the ribbon. Oh, and here's same thing with the blue, where I used some of the stripe. It's a different yellow one. Here's a pretty green one. Here's a green one with stripes. And I flipped the border over again. This is a fun play with the border of the stripe of the wallpaper. The green one I did. Some more pretty lace. And here's some more coffee dyed lace. So all of these little tag sets are going to be in my Etsy, and you'll get one of each color. It's going to be fun. Now I've got to finish 3 more tags and get the video published and we'll be all set. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun crafting.